With a name like Mushihimesama, I can see why some people might not know this game too well. A rare cave game, this review is of the PS2 Special Edition, which means it came with a bigger box and a crappy little collector's toy, but luckily for those with the Standard Edition, the game is exactly the same. This game is also available on Xbox 360 with a number of enhancements including the graphics. However, where this game is currently going for £60 to £70 used on PS2, the 360 goes for over £200, meaning if this is one of your favourite shmups, you probably won't have very long before the 360 value skyrockets, and best to get this version as soon as possible. This is one of the prettiest cave shmups available on PS2, and it makes a lot of use of green, pinks and purples. The art style is anime based, as you will see in the artwork and the in-between gameplay. As Mushihimesama roughly translates as Bug Princess, you can already picture what sort of visuals this game is going to have, but please indulge me. Backgrounds are very detailed. Small enemies look great, but the bigger enemies and bosses are animated really well. You have a choice of 3 shots at the start: green medium spread, red fan spread, and column spread. These grow in size and power as you pick up power-ups, and a rather cool feature of the game. A very cool feature of the game is that your bug drones are able to get power-ups as well as you go along and shoot green lasers. More on this later. When you first start the level, you're greeted with a fairly creepy laid-back arpeggio track, which builds as you go along. From there on out, the game takes on a more keyboard synth and drum bass soundtrack that is one of the better cave offerings, and that says a lot. Some of the boss tracks have some great layered and cross-pattern melodies. There's a bit of voice acting in the game, but mainly Bug Princess Riko screams both when her and her Koju Kinero get hit and die. At first I liked the sound of it, but later on it added to the frustration of being hit during a run on tougher difficulties. More on that later. Sound effects are spot on, and big insect Kojus making a roaring sound as they appear and blasted to oblivion sounds really cool. Explosions are gratifying, and along with the soundtrack help with the immersion into this insectoid hell of mutant buggers. The game menu is fairly basic and does not allow you to make much changes to the screen mode on PS2, but you can play it in Tate mode. I guess we're all just spoiled from the latest M2 shot triggers offerings. What the settings does do is allow you to move any of the controls to any button, which is a great feature of a game from this era. It defaults as auto shot, held down, shot on L1, cross is focus mode, which also pulls in your spread from a wide to a more column type shot and slows the game down ever so slightly so you can dance in and around the bullets. An anti-Danmaku thrush, if you will. Circle defaults as your bomb, which clears bullets and does damage. It should be noted that Riko obscurely lobs this bomb that does not go very far and arcs pretty quickly, but it does clear the screen of bullets. I've changed these controls so that I've made my gameplay more effective. Cross was auto fire, L1 was focus, and the circle was left as bomb. This allows me to maneuver swiftly while shooting, touching L1 when needed to focus, which frees up my thumb to hit the bomb if I'm about to be overwhelmed by bullets. This makes the control scheme very advanced, as you can allocate anything to any button, and boy have I found a winning combination. Gaining those all-important power-ups is essential in a shmup, but Mushihimesama makes this fun. As I mentioned above, you get a choice of 3 shots: green spread, which is medium, red spread, which is wide, think radon, and a column. All these start out as merely single or double bullet shots, then grow with power and increasingly more so become impressive to look at. All have their advantages and disadvantages, but also bear in mind that when you press the focus button, all of them pull into a lot tighter shot to make more of a column, even the column shot. On top of this, you pick up power-ups in the form of bug drones. They shoot bright green lasers straight up the screen. You pick them up one at a time, and they go from a roaming position to fixed positions and back to roaming. I mean, when you have just one, it sits just left of your main shot and dances around when you move. When you get 2 of these, they are fixed left and right. When you get 3 of these, they roam again, and 4, you have a really wide laser shot spread across the screen, firing up on top of your main shot, and it looks very cool indeed. Do you like shoot 'em up / shmups? Well, you are in luck. Shoot You Sir is a fanzine for shoot 'em up players. Created by Graham Pike of New Earth fame and Sly Sar of Sunaru Gaming, Shoot You Sir provides you with reviews, news, updates, and other important information on shmups. You can download it for free. There is no subscription. Just head over to slylsr.com/shoot-you-sir. Click to download for free. That's not all, you can get even more of these as you go further along in the game, and it looks fantastic. These are spread across the screen when auto-firing and pull in to make the edges or the middle of the column when you use focus shot. If you are looking for a great alternative to an aircraft-based game in the Cave lineup, but something that offers you the same sort of challenge and quality, then look no further. The game has easy settings to welcome people in, but is normal enough, and higher levels are closer to something you see in Dodonpachi games, a right bloody massacre. The game also features an arrange mode that chewed me up, spat me out, and then trod on me. Anyone that can handle this kind of shmup punishment will be happy with this end of what the game offers. This game is another hidden gem as far as I'm concerned, and certainly one of the best looking and controlling shmups I have played, and I am happy to keep this in my collection, unless I get the Xbox 360 version, and, well, another review is in store. There's a sequel called Mushihimesama Futari on the 360, so it's not all doom and gloom, and it's closer to £50 to £70 at the moment, and more readily available than this game. Unfortunately, there is no sequel on the PS2. If there's a Cave Greatest Hits compilation game, this would be on it. Pretty challenging yet welcoming, and above all else, fun. Let me know your thoughts on the game, like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. This is Sunaru Gaming and I am SlySR. Have a good one.